Hey, it's James Rees, and in today's video I'm going to share with you why I think all cricketers should throw an American football.
Wide open.
So about 10 years ago I was at a San Diego Padres baseball game and I was watching all the pitchers warm up because I love going in early to watch how people warm up, just a professional hobby, call it that. And they were all throwing an American football. I was like, why the hell are they doing that? But not just throwing an American football, they were running plays like they were in the NFL, like combine or something crazy like that. And I was like, why are they doing that? So I spoke to one of the coaches, and apparently they've been using it. A famous baseball coach, pitching coach called Tom House, who's actually worked with NFL players Tom Brady and Drew Brees too. He gets them warming up with an American football because it teaches them great shoulder mechanics when they actually throw a baseball. But also helps warm them up because the extra weight on the ball actually gives a great workout and a warm-up to help look after their shoulders. Let me explain.
The most efficient pitcher in the history of baseball statistically is Greg Maddux. He was 97% efficient. If you took Drew Brees' motion analysis and overlaid it with Greg Maddux's, you can't tell the difference.
So ever since that time when I was watching the Padres and going down a Tom House rabbit hole of learning about baseball pitching mechanics, I've been a huge fan of helping cricketers and teaching cricketers how to throw an American football because it's fun, it's a great way to teach arm mechanics, and it's a great way to just get them to make sure they're not what we call long arming the ball. So let me break this down step by step. So in baseball, they teach this idea of funneling. So when they field a ground ball, they pick the ball up and bring it to their center. Guess what we do as a quarterback? When we grab the ball, we bring it to our center point. We start to step back and looking for the open pass. So in cricket, we need to get this idea of funneling the ball to our center before we break. Now notice how I break. My shoulders are back and they retract like this. Notice that how I'm going back like this? I'm not pointing. You never ever see a baseball pitcher or quarterback point at their target like this, which we get taught in cricket all the time. I remember in an early age you get taught like arm up here, point at the target and just hope and throw. That's not how they do it. They break at an angle like this. So the angle like this gets them to short arm the ball because it's almost impossible to bring the arm back here and do a Hail Mary. You're gonna be quick and sharp and do short sort of passing. So the idea is we break and then we're gonna throw the baseball, or the American football in this case, like so. We initiate with the hips. We then bring the arm, we bite the burger, as they say in baseball. I'll do another video separately about that. We bite the burger, and then the shoulder comes along for the ride to throw the American football. Now, if you can throw a perfect American football spiral, right, and find players and play around with this, you can have great mechanics when it comes to throwing a cricket ball.
Edelman over the middle. 2nd and 3. Down the field.
I think the key thing is to go and have fun with this, right? Start to practice, get an American football. This is a full-size one. If you're a youngster, get a smaller size one, or a flag football is a great starting one because it's not as hard and won't hurt the hands as much. And just start to practice throwing the idea of the perfect spiral, okay? Get this idea of understanding that your shoulders go back and your hand is pointing down. You never see an NFL quarterback go like this. You see him break like this, and then the arm, after the hips comes along for the ride. So just go around, find your dad, find a friend, just get down the park and just start to throw some American footballs, and you'll start to see how fun it is and how it'll improve your fielding, particularly in the inner ring. So once you've played around this and you feel comfortable throwing it with a partner, now we can have some fun with this and pretend you're wide receivers and an NFL quarterback. So get 3 cones, place 1 cone down here, then go 10 yards one way, or 10 steps, however you feel, and that's I say about 10 yards. Put a cone down, and then go 10 yards, creating this L-type shape with what we're trying to do. Because what we're going to do then is we're going to start the quarterback in one corner, and we're going to have a wide receiver running to this cone, and we're looking to make this pass here. Let me show how it goes. So once you get good at working with a partner, you can have a lot of fun with this. So James is going to work at that cone over there. We've created a simple L shape here as a pattern. I'm the quarterback. James is the wide receiver. And the idea is he's going to run to that cone and come back at a 90-degree angle. I'm going to hit him on the run so he can make the touchdown, make the play. James, in your own time. And he catches the ball. Now we can do all sorts of this. That's a great beginner example of how you do it. That's a simple 90-degree turn at 10 yards. We can take the 15, 20 yards if we want to, or we can run at different angles. So this time he's going at a 45-degree angle, and we're going to try and throw the ball a little bit longer. James, in your own time, let's go. And touchdown, hits the end zone. There we go. So it's a simple drill and tactic to play around with any of your players to teach them throwing mechanics. So there you have it. I'm a big believer in seeing what the best do all the time. And if baseball pitchers are throwing American footballs, why aren't cricketers? And I think one of the best fielders in the world right now is Glenn Phillips. And we know for a fact in an interview he did, he analyzes baseball like there's no tomorrow. So take an American football, learn to throw the perfect spiral, have fun, play catch with your friends or family, and then start doing wide receiver drills to get you to throw that perfect spiral, because it'll make you have that gun arm that you want in the infield. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, review, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.